This is date number 2. First one with this guy, but date number 2 and within a week. Look at me, I'm trying. I really am. I really am. We'll check back in afterwards.
Wanted nippers or anything?
That's okay. Oh!
Wow! It's so crispy. The bread, so soft, so it's perfect. I like a lot of bread.
Yeah. Hello world! It's been a minute. I'm making some dinner, but I wanted to just pop in as I once used to before in a different lifetime. I just took a break from vlogging because I really just needed some self-care. But doing better. I have so many updates. I'm back in the dating field. I've been on 2 dates so far. It's so funny because I just opened my Hinge maybe like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm just like a date per week. Who am I? Who is she? But this is what I tell all my girlfriends who get like nervous around dating. I think I'm just in a very stable place right now, that not to feel like I know all, but this is what I tell all my friends about dating, because like after watching the Barbie movie and just like knowing that men in general just don't have the emotional bandwidth or intelligence, I mean, it's like, why waste our time? But you know, after going on these 2 dates, I realized that I need to give men a little bit more credit. Not a lot, but just a little bit more, you know? I've had some like very intellectual, brain stimulating conversations, and it's not always so bad. And the point I was trying to make is, like, I tell all my friends this who are like nervous about dating in this society that we live in, and like fuck the patriarchy, because like we're all thinking about all these things, but like go into it knowing that you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And I say this because I'm in a place in my life right now where I feel very stable, and I don't feel like I need to perform. I don't need to like win anybody over. And I've said this multiple times in previous vlogs, but like, they don't rock with you, they don't rock with you. It's not a reflection of you. Some people just don't have compatibility, and that's okay. You want them just for me. But I saw this TikTok literally last night. There's like this famous TikToker in New York who like asks people if they're a couple, and then like he asks them to tell them how they met and like what's the secret to being in love if they've been in love for a long time. And this one couple from a video I saw last night said that you're not just married to one person your whole life. You're married to one person who evolves throughout the marriage. So it's like multiple marriages stringed into one marriage. And I think that was such a beautiful perspective, because I don't think we are told this enough, especially for people in their young 20s and just like are figuring out who they are and like trying to find a partner. But like, marriage is a huge commitment, right? And you are ever evolving as an individual, and you are ever evolving as a partner. And I think what we do not grasp on, this idea of like people change, people can evolve, and it is about willing to come together and help each other grow. And I think it's such a beautiful testament to Bell Hooks in her book All About Love. I know it's such a buzz book now, everybody's reading it, like, and I love that. I'm not gonna knock that, but I think she's one passage that really just stuck with me ever since I read it back in 2021 is love is like, what is your definition of love? And I think her definition of love is such a beautiful, it's so beautifully put. It's the, I'm gonna butcher this because I haven't actually read it in a while. To paraphrase, love is the act of wanting to help the spiritual growth of one another. And I think that just ties everything back to what I just said about like that TikTok I saw last night about like understanding that you will not, the person that you marry will not be the same person in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. And you like have to be willing to commit to this person and this ever evolving human being. And I think that's where most of society is struggling to come to terms with, because we have such a never-ending dating pool. Like, if this doesn't work out, we'll find somebody else. Like, we just have this this abundance mindset. So I think it's harder for us to stay committed, especially when times get tough. That was my little blurb. I just had to get those thoughts out, but now I'm gonna eat my dinner, so good talk. Bye.
Welcome to Blackpink World Tour.
almost ready. 잘 저어주세요. I have one of those sundubu meal kits. Just let that simmer. Hello! Watching one of my favorite pangsongs. I live alone. Happy mid-August. One second, let me fix this. Milo's still here, we're alive and kicking, we're back. I missed vlogging, I missed recapping my videos. I just needed some time off. But we have a lot to catch up to. So let me finish making my dinner and then watch my pangsong and then I'll get back to you guys. Oyi is one of my favorite panchans. Oyi, cucumber, cucumber. Skip that, skip. Wow, she's beautiful. I'm so full. But I don't want it to go to waste. Skip. 아무것도 아니야, Milo. Just this. Milo, wanna say hi? Happy August, happy end of August. The month has already flown by. My birthday has passed. I am 31 now. Oh, when did that happen? When did I reach this age? I'm not sad about it, not at all. I actually love my 30s. And I feel like I've said this so many times to so many different people. Like I keep having the same conversation. But it seems to be like a very common theme amongst women my age. I feel like I'm meeting myself for the first time, and I think I've said this in the last vlog, but I'm like relearning and unlearning a lot of things about myself, and I think it's such a beautiful process, a beautiful time of transformation, and I don't know, but I do feel enlightened and wiser, I guess. What have I been up to these last few months? I think I've just been really taking the time to allow myself to live and enjoy, to be present. I think with vlogging, there comes this expectation of, oh my god, I have to capture everything for the vlog. And it just felt inauthentic and kind of like a chore. So I kind of took a step back from it, and I learned a lot about myself these past few weeks. I feel like I've been in a melancholic state for a while. Like it's fluctuating. It's like the ebb and flow of life that I always talk about. I know I started dance class in January, and I actually started doing a different kind of dance class that I never thought I would do with my friends, and that has just been such a beautiful awakening for myself, because I've always known that I've always wanted to dance, and I've always just been like holding myself back because I've been scared of like being perceived and being bad at something that I actually like really love. But that's all just that's a mountain that I have to defeat on my own, inside my own head. But I've been finding it very rewarding, and I think it's kind of motivated me to like step out of my comfort zone and try new things, like actual dance classes that I'm passionate for, like hip-hop. I'm really thankful for the community that I have, the people that I've surrounded myself with, and for allowing myself to experience this kind of like deep love. I feel like my brain is going ding dong ding ding ding, trying to make it as smooth of a segue as possible, but I've like opened myself up more to love, to relationships, to friendships, to community, and it's been life-changing. And I think I've been going through a lot personally, just losing somebody that I like love so dearly and look up to, and I think it's been like a weird time of like grieving for me, and I really haven't had the opportunity to like talk to anybody about it. I think that's been like weighing heavy on my heart, and I haven't like realized it because I haven't been able to have like an outlet to talk about it. And usually my outlet is this, so it's been kind of a doozy. But because I've like grieved this relationship, I've like, it allowed me to open up new doors and like welcome different types of experiences into my life. It has like opened up my heart and made me realize that I have learned to lean on myself more and learn to trust myself more and like open myself up to more people, and obviously date again. I feel like when it rains it really pours, and like there was just this moment earlier this month where like it just felt like the people were coming in droves, and I went on a lot of dates, and I am seeing one particular person on a consecutive basis. I don't think, I'm still trying to figure this out, because like I know that there's no such thing as perfection, and it's really fun. We have a lot of fun together. I just don't know if we're at the same level of what we want in life. Because I feel like I put a lot of time in myself. I put a lot of energy into becoming this stable, comfortable version of myself, and it would take a lot for somebody to come in and sit by my side during that journey. I've become more selective, and I think for what the relationship offers right now, it's good, but I don't know in the long run. But I think it's great because I am learning a lot through our connection and the conversations we have, and like my anxiety when I don't get the amount of attention that I need. It's just like it's a give and take. It's a learning curve, you know, and I think I can only see the beauty in it. I think I'm trying to put my ego on the back burner. I'm trying to tame her because she tends to run wild. I'm just like lurking through my journal what I've been writing the past few months. But I think the theme has been like joy, honestly. I think I've felt a lot of joy, and I've allowed myself to feel joy, and I've created opportunities and channels and outlets for myself to feel joy despite feeling sorrow and grief and anxiety. Life is just like too short to not be bold and like live unabashedly, and it's like that feeling a lot of people talk about, like life is so short, wouldn't you want to experience all the intensity of life, whether good or bad? I feel a certain level of peace and calm in my life that hasn't been present in a very long time, and it's kind of difficult to be in that place when a lot of people in my life aren't. It's hard when you were going through a really dark place by yourself and then you finally came out through the storm, but it seems like everybody else is still kind of weathering their own storms, and it almost feels wrong to be in a celebratory phase or a moment where you feel like you just want to shine. But that too also is a hard line for me to walk, because like there are days where I'm like, yeah, I'm the fucking shit. I did a lot. I went through a lot and I persevered, and like I want to be able to be a light towards other people because I have gone through so much, and it doesn't have to be so lonely. It's, I think, just more about like be willing to open yourself up to more people and understand that you're not a burden, and like just really thrive off of community. I don't know, that's all I can really think of now.
Good morning. Going to a yoga sculpt class. Yes, I'm washing twice. needy lately, like where he just needs to be around me all the time. Oh my god. It's like he has so much separation anxiety.
Let's go, man. Jump, 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 jump.
Good afternoon. It's actually late afternoon. I'm heading to yet again another dance class, but this time it's gonna be a hip-hop class. This is my first time ever taking a hip-hop class, like an actual in-studio class. I've done like steezy classes before, but I've never gone to like an actual studio and learned from an instructor. I'm very, very nervous. So I'm going out of my comfort zone and trying something that scares me today, and I'm really excited. Nervous, but excited. And yeah. Also just had such a good catch-up sesh with Eunice. Literally the light of my life. We are best friends for a reason. We just get each other and always appreciate her. Because Milo's being so cute. Okay, I'm sorry. We're back home, and I just have some thoughts. Like, I just went down a TikTok hole, and of course my FYP is just catered to my current emotions and what I'm going through in life. I almost fell for the trap again. I almost lost it. So close. I admit, I lost my cool for like a good 2 weeks probably. I got excited over a man, and I understand. It takes practice to not fall for attention. Whew, man, whew. But you can't blame me. I had 2 years off, okay? I hadn't dated for 2 years. I'm cracking up, you guys. I'm cracking up because I literally almost lost myself again because I found a man that gave me attention. And he's not even a bad person, not even a bad guy, but it's just the fact that I was willing to risk it all just for some. I've just been feeling a lot. I think I've been feeling, and I have not said these emotions out loud, so it's just like word vomiting right now, but I have not like acknowledged the fact that I opened myself up and was vulnerable with a man and was intimate with him for the first time after my assault and abuse. And I know if you're new to my channel, you didn't know that happened to me. I don't really want to talk about it. You can listen to my podcast episode about it below. Something that I have never really addressed, so I know that was kind of like a what? But it's just it's like an aha moment because this is something just I've never really like processed, and I think it being the first man that I like allowed into my life to like touch me and be with me and like see me and be vulnerable with, like I think that I've not held the appropriate amount of time or space, or I've not talked to anybody about that. It's a big deal. It's not to you, but to me it's a big deal. And I think I got swept up in all the in the whirlwind romance with this man. he is not a bad man, but I don't think he is like what I'm looking for. And I think it took a lot of self-awareness and a roller coaster of emotions for the past like 3 weeks. No, I would say 2 weeks for me to like come into that discernment. I'm not embarrassed, I'm not ashamed. I just think it's like funny. And I think that is a sign of growth, knowing that you can make mistakes and you're not like beating yourself up about it. I lost myself for like 2 seconds. I'm not regressing. Progress is always progress. Slow progress is always progress. You live and you learn, you know? Some people don't, but I live and I learn. I saw how much I was like shrinking myself down, and I saw how much I was like trying to win over his attention so much, and it should never be like that. It should never be like that. I'm the priority. I am the priority. I never chase. I only attract. And that's not just the mumbo jumbo hippy dippy shit that you say. Like, that's like actual facts. When you decenter men out of your life, you are the #1 priority, and you are not chasing anybody, no matter how good they are in bed. That's all. I just needed this little aha moment to myself, because I rarely get to like celebrate these like discernments. And man, I missed vlogging. I missed these tangents, these random outbursts of stream of consciousness. Ooh, the lighting is so much better here. Back in the office, I look like a boy, but I don't know why I thought this outfit was cute. I look like a little schoolboy. But it is August 30th. It is a blue moon tonight. What does that mean? I don't know, but it feels very mystical, and I am all about energies and cultivating a higher level of consciousness. And I just think it's so interesting how like things fall into place in my life. Like, I've always felt like, as a Leo, the center of the universe, as in like everything is around me is happening for a specific reason, and everything aligns, and everything is like a direct correlation to something else. That's just a really ambiguous way of putting it, but I think it's super interesting that I had, for my birthday on August 16th, which was the new moon, and I did this sound bath with my friends, and it really was more gimmicky than I wanted it to be, but nonetheless, I still gained a lot of clarity from it. The whole night was kind of just focusing on like being intentional of what you want to bring into this full moon when it comes, which is today, and it's a blue moon. That's what's like so wild, because you hear that saying once in a blue moon, and it's happening tonight. So I feel very like thankful and very like this is just a important reminder that I am powerful and I make the most of my own life. You create meaning into your own life. Do with that information what you will. Yeah, this is just me popping in and wanting to remind myself that I can do anything that which I set my mind to, and we're just walking by and I'm talking to myself. You know what's also crazy is like, I know I am in a different stage in my life than my friends, and I feel like that needs to be said also, because there's no comparison. You are on your own journey, and just because I am healing in a different cadence than you are does not mean that you need to be where I'm at. This is just a gentle reminder. I know I have a very big influence on the people around me, and to have people that kind of copy everything that you do, it's like, it's hard. It's a lot of responsibility. It's something that I didn't really ask for to do, but it's just something that a trait that I naturally take because of, I don't know, the way that my brain works. But yeah, just a gentle reminder. Heading to the date with this tatted up musician doctor. I have low expectations, but just going in for a good time. a short good time. We'll see. We'll check back in afterwards.
Honestly, like,
Got 2 kids together? Oh, wait, she has her own kids. They're not his kids.
I can't. I have so many thoughts. The date went so much better than I expected. Oh wait, you just oh. Yeah, I just got home from the date and I think going into it I had no expectations and I didn't think he would be as cool as he was. I feel like we're very similar, our vibes are very similar, but he's just like such a gentleman and he's really funny, like just such an easy person to talk to. And I'm the type of person that like mirrors the energy of the other person. So if you're uncomfortable, I'm gonna be uncomfortable. If you're awkward, I'm gonna be awkward. But like from the minute I saw him, it was just like shits and giggles the entire time. Because like the way that we've been like texting, we were just like joking about how like we both have gentle monsters like in our profile pics, and like we were like, oh, we should like show up and coordinate outfits. And then we're like, and then I was like, we should wear like Canadian tuxedos, you know, like a la Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake at the VMAs. And so he showed up in a full Canadian tuxedo, but he looked fly as hell and he made it work. And he's like very stylish and like he's yadded up and he's really charming and very handsome. Sorry. Yeah, it was just really deep, nourishing conversations and it was just such a fun night. Like I don't have to question anything and he was just like, it was just like vibe attracts vibe. It was like such a great date. Like this is what dating should feel like, you know? We were like getting excited and he was such a gentleman. The bar is so low. I feel like my lips always get swollen after like kissing somebody. I said I was gonna have a slutty summer and here we are, Milo. I should wrap up this vlog. It's been a very enlightening month and I've learned a lot about myself and I'm continuously growing and evolving and I love myself so much. But I want everybody to feel this way. And that's how I feel right now. As I like said earlier in this vlog, I feel like I'm meeting myself. I feel like I'm meeting myself for the first time and I love who I am and I would never want to be anybody else and I don't want to copy anybody else. Like I am me and I love that. So with that being said, love yourself, learn to love yourself, continue to grow and evolve and always be a student in this life. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.